Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the Cali Effect. We're going to be doing a three-part saga of Meta Monday, and we're going to call it the Drain Saga. Today, we're going to be doing an amazing card that debuted out of Dark Crisis as a rare. We're going to be doing Skill Drain. And as many times as Konami has printed this card over and over and over, we should be getting a hint that this card is pretty good. Now, granted, there's a couple of cards that they've printed over and over and over that are bad, but Skill Drain is one of those cards that they printed over and over and over that are good. And it has seen a couple of changes in its wording. But let's read what its effect says. Activate by paying 1,000 life points. The effects of all face-up monsters on the field are negated while those monsters are face-up on the field, but their effects can still be activated. Now, that might seem a little tricky, but let me do something to clarify something up. Clarify everything up. Monsters, wherever they activate, that's where they resolve. If a monster activates in graveyard, that's where it resolves. If a monster activates in hand, that's where it resolves. If a monster activates in field, that is where it resolves. There's no such thing as a card activating on field and resolving in hand. So that should help you with Skill Drain. Another thing, if a monster activates on field and is no longer face up, as in the monster effect is a cost saying tribute this monster, then its effect will the monster will no longer be face up on resolution. So therefore it's no longer face up. So therefore Skill Drain won't negate it. So with that being clarified, Skill Drain will only negate a monster if it is face up on the field at the time of resolution. That's simple. We can work with that. Let me give you a couple examples. If a Gladiator Beast monster battles and returns to the deck through its effect, i.e. tag out, it activated on field, it resolved on field, but is in the deck. It is in the deck at the time Skill Drain tries to negate it. So therefore, Skill Drain cannot negate the tagging of a Gladiator Beast monster. Another scenario, Dragon Rulers, which I have seen them sideboard this card very well, and they do it so amazingly. Like it makes me smile. Their side deck options, they're wacky. Let's say I have a Blaster, which is my favorite Dragon Ruler, on the field, and it is my opponent's end turn. My Blaster's effect will activate to return to hand, but since it's still face up on the field and it's not a cost to return to hand, it will be negated by Skill Drain. And that's just one of the great uses of Skill Drain in almost any given deck that's not monster heavy. Another counter to it is that it does stop Draco Sack, it does stop Big Eye, it does stop continuous effects like Wind Up Zenmaines. It's just an amazing card. And now that I think about it, it really doesn't stop Draco Sack if you tribute the Draco Sack. So, yeah, it kinda. But overall, Skill Drain is normally used to combat a lot of rogue decks because rogue decks typically rely on monster effects. And in this monster effect heavy format, and spells and trap cards are seeing less and less of play, Skill Drain is getting more and more effective. I can already see a power creep with it. Another thing about Skill Drain is if you can manipulate where the monster is, then you can manipulate Skill Drain. Let me give you another example since Gladiator Beasts are so hot today. Let's say if I special summon Gladiator Beast Geysers, its effect activates where? On field. It resolves on field. It would still be face up at the time of resolution, so its effect would be negated. But let's add another piece to this equation. Let's say I special summon Geysers, Geysers effect activates. Then I activate Book of Moon on my Geysers. Geysers then flips face down, okay? Geysers effect activates. It's no longer face up on the field, so now I get to destroy up to two cards on the field. That's just one of the many things you can abuse with Skill Drain. It's so versatile. It's so great. Give it a try if your deck can handle it. There's not a lot of decks that can do it, but the decks that can genuinely thrive in this meta. With that being said, I do want to do the Breakthrough Skill giveaway. I haven't announced the winner yet because I wanted to do a ban list saga because it's getting so close to the ban list. I'm going to be doing one on an ideal ban list and one on what probably my favorite ban or what I want to be banned or what I want to see on the list. But until then, thank you guys for watching the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy.